In a remote corner of the world, far beyond the reach of cities and the noise of civilization, there was a hidden valley called Nachral. The name itself was a whisper of something ancient and mystical, passed down through generations of those who had once wandered too far and stumbled upon this forgotten paradise. Nachral was a place where the natural world thrived in a way that had long been forgotten by mankind. The valley was surrounded by towering mountains that seemed to touch the sky. Their peaks were often shrouded in mist, giving the impression that the mountains were ancient giants guarding the secrets of Nachral. Within this hidden sanctuary, the air was crisp and clean, filled with the scent of wildflowers and the earth after rain. Crystal-clear streams meandered through the valley, their waters sparkling in the sunlight as they nourished the vibrant life around them. The flora and fauna of Nachral were like nothing found anywhere else. The trees were tall and majestic, with leaves that shimmered in hues of green and gold. Flowers of every color imaginable carpeted the ground, their petals glowing softly in the evening light. Animals roamed freely, unafraid of humans, for they had never known harm. Birds with iridescent feathers sang melodies that seemed to come from another world, filling the valley with music that echoed off the mountainsides. Among the inhabitants of Nachral was a young woman named Ilara. She had lived in the valley all her life, raised by her grandparents who had told her stories of the world beyond the mountains. But Ilara had never felt the urge to leave Nachral. She was deeply connected to the land, her heart beating in time with the rhythm of the natural world around her. She knew every tree, every stream, and every creature that called Nachral home. Ilara's beauty was as natural and timeless as the valley itself. Her long hair flowed like the stream she loved so much, and her eyes sparkled with the same light that danced on the surface of the water. But it was her spirit that truly set her apart. She had a deep love for all living things, and the creatures of Nachral sensed this. They would come to her, unafraid, seeking her gentle touch or the sound of her voice, which was as soothing as the wind through the trees. One day, a traveler from the outside world found his way into Nachral. His name was Corin, a man who had grown weary of the noise and the rush of the cities. He had heard whispers of a hidden valley, a place untouched by the time, and had set out on a quest to find it. When he finally stumbled upon Nachral, he was overwhelmed by its beauty. It was unlike anything he had ever seen, a place of such peace and serenity that he felt as though he had stepped into a dream. Corin soon encountered Ilara, who greeted him with kindness and curiosity. She had never met anyone from the outside world before, and Corin's stories of distant lands fascinated her. But what struck Corin most was Ilara herself. Her connection to Nachral was evident in everything she did, from the way she moved through the forest to the way she spoke to the animals. She was as much a part of the valley as the mountains or the streams. As the days passed, Corin and Ilara grew close. Corin found himself falling in love with the valley and with Ilara. He felt a peace in Nachral that he had never known before, and he began to wonder if he could ever leave. But he also knew that he could not stay forever. The world outside was still calling him, and he had responsibilities that he could not ignore.